Hey everyone, happy Monday. So here I am again, back in, oh my gosh, I'm actually in my favorite hotel so far. Um, just giving you a little view of the hotel that I'm in. It's just amazing. And I would have given you a view of the balcony and the view that I have the absolute pleasure of looking at when I get up. Excuse me, in the morning, but it was a bit late this evening. It's quite dark, so I thought I'd just come in and show you the room instead. But the share that I want to make today, again, it's going to be quite brief because it's quite late here, later than I'd planned for it to be. The share that excuse me as well, I've just got a little bit of a cough at the moment. But the share that I want to make is, again, something that I'm reflecting on is to do with wealth, and prosperity. And what I'm learning is that I feel a lot of people have this mindset of, you got to hustle, you got to work to earn money. But what I'm learning is, no. It goes deeper than that. I'm not saying that hard work doesn't have a place. And I'm not saying that, like for example, I'm not saying that there cannot be some good in hard work. Like there is integrity, of course, in working hard and in having a good work ethic. But what I'm learning, sorry, excuse me, is that it's your intention and it's your emotional state that is more important, and it will attract more wealth and prosperity into your life. Like for example, I used to be a workaholic, and it's quite good. I'm pleased that I'm sharing about this subject. I wasn't really sure what to share about, but this subject has been something I've been reflecting on today. So yeah, this is good actually. I find it quite helpful as I'm vocalizing. I'm also learning. When I reflect on the last few years of my life and how much work I used to do, I reflect in, my time in London before lockdown, before I devoted more time to kind of inner work and spirituality. I was working like a trooper, man. Like I was very, very busy guy, like running around here, there, everywhere, teaching sometimes 3-4 classes in London. That may not sound like a lot, but I put a lot of energy into them. Often in the classes I was teaching fitness classes and yoga, and so I'd be kind of like working out. And then on top of that, I'd be making time for my own separate workout. Like I was very driven. I was, I had the lifestyle of an athlete in terms of how much training I was doing. And then also it takes energy. It doesn't, teaching classes, it does take energy as well. And running around from different gyms all around London, it was very, I definitely had a good work ethic. But was I having the kind of was I attracting the same kind of situations that I am now? No. Guess what? Was I working harder then? Oh my gosh, yes. So I guess what I'm sharing with you guys is, if you want to attract more kind of wealth into your life and you want to receive more, you want to attract, like, look at this hotel I'm in now. This hotel was worth €200 a night. So if you want to attract more of these kind of prosperous, abundant opportunities into your life, it really is a case of your emotional state, and it's a case of self-care, and it's a case of, for me, it's been going inwards, you see, because actually I can work very hard, but often workaholism, if that's such a word, hopefully you know what I mean. We're workaholism in terms of like working really, really hard. If you look at your emotion I think a lot of people don't, like I certainly didn't do this. A lot of people are just in this rat race and they don't slow down to give themselves time to look at the emotion driving the behavior. And so for me, I liked being a workaholic because it made me feel good about myself. It made me feel like, yeah, I'm worthy, you know, I deserve money because I'm working so hard. But what I'm actually learning is, from going a little bit deeper, is we don't have to work hard to deserve money. It doesn't work like that. It's kind of like love. We don't need to do anything to earn God's love. Actually, the truth is that when we do some inner work, and as I've been doing more inner work and reflecting more on God, and you know, trying to look at things the way God looks at it, is we don't need to do anything. We don't need to earn money, like as in we don't need to do lots and lots of work to then earn the right to have a privileged, comfortable lifestyle. Actually, all that is required is just trust in God that we're actually allowed, we're actually worthy of having a dreamlike lifestyle. We're worthy of having enough food. We're worthy of having lovely accommodation. We're worthy without, but it's quite a hard thing to come to terms with that and to accept that, because a lot of us have this conditioning where we feel we're not allowed. And again, it's ingrained in us from a young age, especially if we're living in Western society. It's ingrained, isn't it? And also you get taught to look up to people who work hard. There's this idea of, if you don't work hard, you're lazy. But I'm not encouraging being lazy, but all I'm encouraging is, to just trust God. Make some time to be out in nature, make time for maybe prayer, or if you don't believe in God, just give yourself time to really go inwards and really ask yourself, what are the emotions driving your behavior? And ask yourself, if you're working a lot, what are your reasons? For me, I know I used to feel that I had to, but what I'm learning is we don't have to. A lot of it's conditioning. A lot of it stems from our upbringing. And actually what I'm trusting, and again, maybe even if you don't believe in God, what I'm learning is that maybe you just believe in the universe, or maybe just, if you just trust this principle, if you just trust this belief, which I am now, from doing more inner work, I'm now trusting more and believing is true. And this is my belief, which I believe actually is true. Excuse me, I've got this niggling little thing in my throat. So this is my belief, which I'm believing actually it really is true. We are worthy of receiving and experiencing a very blissful, comfortable lifestyle. Like, again, am I working as hard as I was years ago when I was running around London teaching 4 or 5 classes a day? No way. But am I trusting more God or my heart, my intuition? Am I trusting more that it's, rather than it being about the things I do and the work that I do, it's more of a case of my emotional state and my acceptance of myself and my trusting that I'm worthy of experiencing lovely pleasures in life. Like, for example, this lovely hotel I'm in now in Greece, that and that's what it's down to. So it's my belief that I want to share with you all, guys, which is, I believe the more I trust this, the more my law of attraction is proving me, the more God is showing me that it is true. My belief is this: I am, so you can say this with me, it might be helpful. I am worthy of attracting and receiving beautiful opportunities in my life, which enable me to have enough food, um, enough lovely accommodation, and enough beautiful, pleasant lifestyle opportunities in my life that I want, that give me my heart's contentment. And that's really what I'm believing. That's really what I'm trusting. I'm actually allowed this. I'm allowed to receive it. And I don't need to do anything to earn it. If I just trust it and I just listen to my heart, that's all I need to do. And I feel, God will trust us with these pleasures, these, for me, hotels, staying in Greece. He will trust us if our intention is good. So my intention is not to go out and be wasteful, although I'm working on that during the, striking a balance between being grateful and giving back and being like overly indulgent or lazy. That's something I'm still working on. But generally, I feel that, sorry, God will provide us with things. But when he provides us with blessings and opportunities, he is aware of our intentions. And, he knows that if our intention is to be loving, like I said, I'm not purposely trying to be wasteful. I'm not purposely trying to be lazy. I'm just allowing myself to receive more pleasure and joy and lovely experiences in my life. And my intention is just to have enough, to have a contentment, and to not be overly greedy or lazy to the extent where it's actually becoming unloving. My intention is just to be a loving person to myself and to share that love with others. And the more I'm just trusting that, the more lovely, kind of abundant, joyful, pleasant experiences I'm attracting in my life. So that's my little share for today. Like I was a few years ago, if you still have this belief that how hard you work is gonna determine how much pleasure and abundance you receive in your life, what I'm learning is no. It's not about that. You will attract what you believe you are allowed to attract and receive. So if you're coming from a place of feeling that you have to earn these things, that's going to just continue to play out for you, because it's the power. Excuse me. It's the power of your beliefs. It's the power of your beliefs that will determine what you attract in life. It's not the things you do. It's not the things you do. It's the conviction and the strength of your belief. It's your emotional state. It's your allowing of yourself to receive. It's your self-belief, self-worth, your belief in your worthiness to receive things. That's what's going to make a difference. But that takes some inner work. So if you want some guidance with that, I know it may sound easy. It's easier said than done, by the way. So if you want some like one-on-one support with that, feel free to get in touch with me, and I can give you some online one-on-one coaching. I'd love that. Okay, guys, that's all for today. Take care.